Hi guys, and welcome to the diary of my life. I'm Tabile and you're watching my YouTube channel, duh, like. But anyways guys, I've decided to come up with a new series called Reality Digest. Now if you know me personally, you know that I am a sucker for reality shows. Like, I love reality show. Any reality show you can think of, I probably have watched it and I love it. Like, that's just me. I love a reality show. So today we're gonna be digesting the Ultimatum South Africa. Now if you haven't watched this show, I'm gonna spoil a lot of the things, so I prefer for you to go watch the show before watching the review, because it's about to get juicy. So I'm drinking my tea, right? Drinking rooibos. So go get your tea, go get your popcorn, go get your snacks, and let's get into the video. Anyways, so we're gonna start with our first couple, Tabby and Genesis. Now Tabby and Genesis, they are so adorable, they are so cute, like they even look like siblings. That's how cute they are. They look so adorable together. Like, they've been together for 7 years. Now me personally, if we're going to be together for 7 years and you still haven't married me, like, what are we doing? Like, explain to me, what are we doing? Because you're just wasting my time. What else do you need to know about me after 7 years of being with me? I need to take you to a whole show so you can marry me, so you can propose and do right by me after 7 years of being together. Like, whoa. Now personally, I think that Genesis really had a bad experience in this whole experiment situation, because he was literally partnered with someone who was so boring. Like, girl didn't even want to hold Genesis' hand. Like, she don't want to do nothing. She don't want to do nothing. And Genesis was like, you know, opening up to me. It was so boring. Like, the last night they were together, they literally just cuddled. And that's it. And the girl was so happy to see her man Aiden. She was so excited. It was almost like she was like, oh my gosh, I'm done with this black nigga. Let me go back to my man. I'm not saying that's what she said, but like, it seemed like that, right? And Tabby, on the other hand, she enjoyed herself. Like, she really enjoyed herself. She was paired with Lindilani, who was Marikimang, who was Sizekele's man, right? Lindilani is a fine man. He is fine, he's tall and all of that, you know. And but the gold, another gold threw me off, guys. I'm not really gold in this time. I know got energy. Like, it's 2024 and you still have a gold. I'm like, your judge. Anyways, this whole thing is giving Wendy Williams. But anyways, yeah, the whole gold situation. So they were together, and girl, they were all lovey-dovey. They were all, oh my gosh, I like you so much. And they were claiming that they fell in love, which I don't believe. They didn't fall in love. They lying. I don't believe that for 1 second. Like, fall in love, really? You've only known this person for 3 weeks, now you're in love with them. Okay, girl. Anyways, yeah, so what was the gag of it all was when Tabby bought Lindilani a gift, and Lindilani bought Tabby a gift, and he left it on the bed. Imagine they're getting into the new apartment after the recoupling, right? Genesis and Tabby, they're getting into the new apartment. Genesis is like, oh my gosh, I got you a present, and it's a watch and all of that. And then Tabby is like, oh my gosh, did you also give me another present? It's on the bed. And Genesis just changes his whole face, and she goes and she opens the present, and it's a teddy bear from Lindilani. And it was so awkward. Do you know awkward? That was the most awkward thing ever. That was the gang of it all. To top it off, she went ahead and told Genesis, like, look boo, I know you bought me a gift, but like I didn't buy you anything and I kind of feel bad, but I did buy Lindelani a gift. So when you've been thinking about Lindelani, you're not thinking about your man that you're with for 7 years. 7 years, and you're not even thinking about him. When you're busy thinking about Lindelani and buying him a gift. Girl, like a mujaja. But anyways, they ended up together. Genesis ended up like proposing with a very cute ring, and he was on some, this is a letter for you and this is a letter for your family. That really showed me like he's actually really serious about her, because you know, like some niggas, they just propose and they don't even send a letter to your family, because sending a letter to your family means that like walobola siyashata namhlanje, like siyashata, which shows that he was really serious. Okay, on to the next couple. The next couple is drum roll, boo, 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 Ruth and Isaac. Now Ruth and Isaac, drama. First of all, Ruth comes in and she says, we've been dating for 2 years, but I'm not allowed to call him, I'm not allowed to see where he lives, I'm not allowed to meet his family. And I'm like, what? 2 years yonke and I'm not allowed to call you? Girl, you stayed with this nigga for 2 years and you haven't called him. Never called him on his phone, so you're only allowed to text him. Like, first of all, when they got their name and Ruth was having the best time of her life and Isaac was acting all mad, like, why is she laughing? Hey, why is she acting like this? Boom, 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 boom. I was like, you know what, man? Ruth should have the best time of her life. And I was not mad at her, the fact that she had sex with Nola. I was not mad at her. That man has been treating you like trash for 2 years. 2 years. And he dares to meet Kaya for 2 weeks. And he goes and introduces her to the family. And you've never been introduced while you've been dating for 2 years. That man is one disrespectful man. He is the most disrespectful man. Like, he's not even the most disrespectful man on this show, but he's one of the most disrespect. That is disrespect. So I was all for Ruth cheating. I don't want to lie to you. I was all for it. I was like, girl, live your life. And I love the fact that she didn't regret anything. She never even apologized for cheating. She just apologized that you had to find out that way, and that you had to find out that way, and that like you're hurt about it. Like, that's all, because you've been treating me like trash. She even said like, you haven't been checking up on me ever since I came here. Nola told you that I was not okay, but you still didn't check up on me. So why do you want me to feel regret when they're telling you that I cheated on you? I'm not gonna feel nothing. And she's like, if you want to leave, you can leave, you can bounce. Like, I don't care, boo. And then he dares to pull out the ring and say, yeah, this is why I'm here. Like, okay, cool, true. Like, if you're here to propose to me, why haven't you been acting like it? Why haven't you been acting like you want to propose to me? That's the question of the day. But anyways, like, that whole situation was just like, girl, you need to leave this nigga, because clearly this nigga hates you. He hates you. Anyways, let's talk about her Ruth's coupling with Nola. Like, so like, while we're talking about Ruth and Nola, we're just gonna move over to who's Nola Lewu, and she was coupled with Aiden, which was just a snooze fest. Like, it was so boring, nothing interesting happened there. Lewu's quiet. Oh, Lewu tried to pick Isaac, and Isaac was on some I regret to hey, but I have to decline your offer. Mina, I choose Kaya, which will backfire on him. The worst decision he's ever made in his life was rejecting Lewu and going to Kaya. Worst decision, I'm telling you. Anyways, so Ruth and Nola, they instantly kicked it off. They were instantly in love. They were all, you know, they were in love. Like, and I was so happy for Ruth. I was like, girl, go get it. But Nola wanted best of both worlds, because he wanted to have sex with Ruth and also still keep Lebo in his life, which, like, really nigga, like, you can't have sex with me and then expect your girlfriend to stay with you. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. And for the fact that you guys had sex more than once, I wanted to say more than one time, more than once, it just shows that you really don't care. Like, obviously, if we have sex once, it's like, okay, I made a mistake, it was in the heat of the moment, blah blah blah. But more than once, there's no going back to that. There's no going back to that. Mind you, Ruth was also wrong for going and telling Lebo that we had sex more than once, more than twice and twice. Like, I was gagged. I was like, what? She was definitely wrong, because obviously her and Nola had a conversation saying that we're not going to tell our partners now about the whole sexual activity, and she went and did her thing and told her. I think her going and telling Lebo, it was her thinking that Nola didn't want Lebo anymore, and that Nola was going to choose her at the end of the day, which was just sad because he didn't. So Nola is disrespectful man. He's like, number one is Nola on the disrespect, number two is Isaac on the disrespect, because Nola wants to cheat and then wants to go tell Lebo that, hey, you're still my wife, we're still getting married. But not so long ago you were telling Ruth that, hey, you're gonna be Mrs. Maseko or whatever his surname was. Like, disrespect much? You can't be telling another girl that she's gonna be Mrs. Maseko and then coming to me and telling me that we're still gonna get married. Like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, wow. Nola or Nolo is disrespect. Like, he clearly doesn't like Lebo. I don't know why they're together, honestly. Anyways, so that's the drama, right? So now we're moving on to the real drama. The real drama between Sisakele, between Kaya, between Nkateko. Like, guys, let's get into this drama. First of all, I would just like to touch on Sisakele. Sisakele is such a sweetheart. Like, when I was watching her, I was just, like, she just reminded me of me, because she's so emotional. Like, she cries about every little thing, and I was like, girl, you is me is you. Cry about everything. And she's so beautiful, she's so kind-hearted, and honestly, her not wanting to marry Lindelani after 6 months makes sense to me. Like, girl, nigga, we just met, it's been 6 months and you already want to marry me? Like, whoa, can we pump the brakes? Let's at least wait a year. Like, I don't know anything that much about you and you already want to marry. Why do you want to marry me so quick? Do you have debts? Why do you want to marry me so quick? I feel like it's very suspicious for a nigga who wants to get married that quickly. Like, why? Why do you want to marry me so quickly? 6 months? Come on now. Anyways, so basically Kaya came in with Nkateko, right? Nkateko is a very beautiful man, very sweet, very well spoken, right? And Kaya is a very So the first time we just seeing Kaya, like, she's just sitting there on the speed date and she's like, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, she was so bored. Like,
what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
Oh, nice.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an entrepreneur.
So what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur.
like, you could see that she doesn't want to be there. I honestly don't understand why Kaya came to the show. I honestly don't understand why. Why did you come to the show? Because you clearly didn't want to be there. So, or she didn't understand what was going to go on in the show. I don't get it. But anyways, that happened. So Nkateko and Barikama and Sisakele couple up, right? That's when the drama started. That's when the bullying started. That's when Kaya went crazy. It's almost like someone came and switched on the light in her brain, and she started going off on Sisakele. She started bullying her, calling her fatty boom boom, which, like, girl, and she was calling someone else ugly. I don't remember who she called ugly. I don't remember if it was Sizekele. She called Sizekele ugly or something. And she was just saying, like, she was saying very vile things. Like, this girl is the meanest person I've ever seen on reality show. Like, she is a mean girl, and she doesn't care. She doesn't care. Like, I was looking at her and I'm like, what are your parents saying, dude? Like, we come from African households where we know, like, our parents value how we look in the public. So what are your parents saying? They're okay with you acting like a little brat, acting like everyone deserves to be in your space, like acting like Garwena is some rich bitch who just came from I don't know where. Like, why you act like that? Why you act like that? Like, why you act like that? Yo, guys, not Kaya, guys. Name Kaya is so disrespectful. And she lives in her own little bubble where she thinks that everyone should just bow down to her and everything like revolves around her, and that everyone should just like bow down to her or something. Like, she is a nightmare. And then Isaac chose her, not knowing that she's a whole nightmare. The first week it was all lovey-dovey. Isaac bought her flowers and they were kissing. Apparently they were showering naked. The second week, Isaac got tired of always doing the dishes. Isaac got tired of always cleaning the house. Like, I don't understand what this girl wants. First of all, she wants Isaac to clean the house. She wants Isaac to do the dishes. She wants Isaac to be the provider. What do you want to do, girl? Do you want to be submissive and let your man be the provider? Or do you just want to be a lazy bum and sit on the couch and do nothing? Like, girl, like, I was so lost. Like, why are you not doing the dishes? Why? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, girl, you're a grown 33-year-old woman and yet you act like a 12-year-old. You act like a 12-year-old. And then Sizekele told Ngateko that when they are a punching bag, which is true. What made me angry the most was when they had that little, I don't remember what it is, an all-girls party, and Nkaya was just going off at Caesar, saying, oh my gosh, Nkateko is faking everything, Nkateko's not really happy, Nkateko is this, Nkateko doesn't really like you, he's just doing all of these things because you're easy. Hey, we hadn't had sex in over a year and something, so now he's just doing everything. Like, if you guys are having sex, he's just having sex with you because you're easy. Like, and she called her a whore. Like, first of all, Caesar never said that her and Kateko had sex. Like, she never said that. Fine. And then Caesar goes and tells Kateko, like, this is what your girl has been saying about me. Kateko's like, yeah, you need to confront her, you need to tell her all of this, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go with you. Kateko gets there and he leaves the girl there. I honestly didn't understand why he left. I honestly don't understand why he left Caesar there, because it was going to be more impactful if he was there saying, Kaya, you need to stop talking to Caesar like this, Kaya, blah 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 blah. But now this nigga goes, okay, I'm gonna leave you guys, and he leaves, and Kaya goes ham on this girl, telling her to get out and shouting at her and stuff like that. Poor Caesar didn't even know what to do. I also wouldn't know what to do in that situation. I'll probably cry because I'm such a crybaby. Like, how dare this nigga leaves? And then Caesar tries to call out his name. Kateko, Kateko, Kateko. Is he somewhere to be found? No. Like, but I get it. Because after the recoupling, Kateko, you can see that Kateko is terrified of this girl. Like, you can see, because the recoupling, she went ham. She went crazy on Nkateko, disrespected him, calling him a boy, calling him all kinds of things. And Nkateko just sat there, took it, and then at the end of the week, he was all lovey-dovey with her. Like, I was convinced that he just loves crazy. You know, some niggas genuinely love crazy girls. Like, there are niggas out there who love girls like Kaya, who love it. They love the drama. They love the adrenaline of what is she gonna do next. But Nkateko not crazy. She's just an indecent human being. She's indecent. She's like Kaya, not Nkateko. Kaya is just like a bully. And only to find out that she's pregnant. As Kaya is pregnant. I hope to Lord Jesus that it's not Nkateko's baby. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not. And like, I don't know why Kaya is like a very like evil person, but when Nkateko put out that promise ring, I gagged. I was like, huh? A promise ring? After all of that, you're gonna give me a promise ring? What are we, in kindergarten? Like, are we in high school? What's going on? What's the promise ring? I don't get it. But like, honestly, I feel like Kaya did a good thing by breaking up with him, because Nkateko was never gonna see his worth and leave. Like, it's always like that with abusive relationships. And yes, that relationship is very abusive. It's very toxic. It's always like that, where the person, the victim, never wants to leave unless like something very drastic happens for them to open their eyes. But apart from that, they never want to leave. And like, I'm glad that she broke up with him. I hope and pray to God that he moved on, because I know for a fact that Mariking girls are DMing him like crazy, because Nkateko is such a cool guy. He's very well mannered, he's very calm, he knows how to dress, and clearly he provides for Kaya, so he's a provider. So like, he's like the full package. Why is he staying for trash like her? And yes, but anyways guys, that's my tea. Thank you guys for watching so much. I hope to see you guys on the next episode of Reality Digest, where we'll be digesting the Real Housewives of Devon. Can we just say, this season, too good. Like, too good. I'm loving it. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment who your favorite couple is. My favorite couple is Tammy and Genesis. They're so adorable. Comment who your favorite couple is and which other reality show you'd like me to digest. Anyways, thank you for watching.